Hello YouTube universe and welcome to another unboxing with Brad. Today we're going to be opening intro box Flames of the Dragon, and I gotta tell you, Siege Dragon's flames are hot. Almost as hot as the deck that's involved, so please join us as we open this and 2 booster packs along with some shenanigans. So now that I've opened all of these intro boxes, I'm getting a little bit better. Nope. Ugh. I just can't do it. I just can't open it in one fell swoop. All right, so here's the intro box. Here is the 2 booster packs and a sweet kind of poster. I like calling it a kind of poster because you could get away with putting this on a wall, but you know, it wouldn't be that great. It's not something you'd ever frame. I would like a big old Garrick art poster though. But on the back of it is all the deck list. So we have Flames of the Dragon's deck list right here. We can look through it along with all the other decks. But I don't want to really get into that just yet because I just want to have the surprise. So let's just get into the intro pack that is It colors. And now that is blue-red for any of you at home that don't know. So we have a Siege Dragon along with a Hoarding Dragon. And Hoarding Dragon, I do feel like we have a theme already, because this guy is going to want to hopefully have better artifacts than Bronze Sable and Ornithopter. But since this deck is It, there's going to be a lot of artifact shenanigans going on. That's the theme of 2015 core set for blue-red decks. We have a lot of artifacts, 2 big dragons, and then some early aggression with Welkin turns, along with Arnott Tinkers. Now this card is just a 2/3 for 3. That's not even that bad of stats to begin with, but if you have an artifact in play, it gains flying, and it's going to be able to attack along with these Welkin turns. Along with that, we have some more evasion in Krenko's Enforcers because of Intimidate. This means that only artifacts and red creatures can block Krenko's Enforcer. But on the defensive measures, because we're going to be spending so much time attacking and putting these creatures into play, these artifact creatures, we're going to want to be defensive. So we have Wall of Frost to be able to block our opposing threats. Some Juggernauts, which are really powerful artifacts. They have to attack every turn, but you want to attack anyway. Some Scrapyard Mongrels, which are just 3/3s but end up having the Juggernaut stats when there's an artifact in play, but they're not as stupid as Juggernauts. They don't have to attack if they don't want to. Glacial Crashers, which are 5/5s for 6 that trample and can only attack if there is a mountain on the battlefield. Now, I'm not really sure if the reason for that is that it has an infernal fire that makes the, like, you know, glacial, like, creature, you know, want to attack, or it's running away from fire because it's made of ice. Now, I don't really want to believe that it has a fire inside of it because that's weird, but it is a very powerful 5/5 for 6 that has trample. So if this deck has any equipment, or if we open any equipment, that's great. It just be able to attack and get that trample. Now, Darksteel Citadel is going to go along with our artifact theme. It's a land that allows us to turn on our Tinkers and our Mongrels. Now, let's get to these spells. Now, this is the one that I was thinking of. Sacred Armory is a great way to have a mana sink. So even though Ornithopters have no power, we can give them power with Sacred Armory. So when we flood out and draw too many lands, we're going to be able to dump that into this ability. Now, Rogue's Glove is also pretty powerful, where we can just go turn 2 Rogue's Glove, or turn 2 Welkin turn, and then later on in the game play Rogue's Glove and start drawing cards. Tyrant's Machine is an artifact our deck needs to turn on a lot of our spells, but the problem with it is 4 mana to tap a creature is pretty expensive. All right, so here's the cards that I was looking for. For starters, we have Shrapnel Blast. Now, Shrapnel Blast has been a card that I've been in love with ever since I started Magic. It was one of the cards that came out right when I actually started playing Magic, and I shot a lot of people in the face with Shrapnel Blast. And it's a great way to just end a game. Sure, you have to sacrifice one of your own cards to turn it on, but if it's killing them or killing one of their big, powerful creatures, it's worth it, especially with all of the small creatures that we do have in the deck that are artifacts. But the most powerful and impressive card in this deck is Insult Artifact. Now, this is the theme of the deck. Just think about this. This is an enchant artifact, but it turns the enchanted artifact into a 5/5, and that can be a creature, it can be a non-creature. So we can just go turn 1 Darksteel Citadel, turn 2 Island, turn Darksteel Citadel into a 5/5 and attack with the next turn. But if we want to get a little more greedy, we can actually put Ornithopter into play on turn 1. Then we just play a mountain and an island and Insult Artifact it. Now it makes it a 5/5 flyer, and we just start attacking. That's going to end most games. Brawler's Plate is just a good artifact equipment that allows us to give our guys trample. It's great on a Juggernaut, and it curves well with Juggernaut. Play Juggernaut on turn 4, play Brawlers played on turn 5, and equip. Staffs, they're all right, but we're going to hope to replace these staffs with other artifacts, because we have to keep our artifact count high for all of our creatures that need artifacts, along with Iron Soul artifacts, but these are some of the weakest ones, along with a couple of Lava Axes. Not bad, but these are not the cards that I want. So we're going to hope that these 2 booster packs have more cards that go in this archetype. So let's get into it. Now, Frostlinks is not bad. It's probably a card that I like in this deck because it's tempo and it's fast, and it taps down even their attackers. Not many blue and red cards. Well, we did open a mythic artifact along with a Frostlinks, and that's all the cards in this deck. Wow, look at all those green and black cards just back to back. They didn't stop. I feel like the printer just kind of got stuck and just kept printing black and green cards. But we did get to open a sweet mythic Soul of New Phyrexia. Now, New Phyrexia was a set that came out filled with artifacts and infecting things, but this card is a monster in this deck. Not only is it another rare for us, but it is huge. It gives all our guys indestructibility, which is a word, and when it dies even, you can pay 5, exile this from your graveyard, and let your team be indestructible. So this is a great way to threaten an insult artifact. So once you play this on a guy, you could potentially get 2 for 1, but if you have 5 mana up and this in player in the graveyard, it's going to protect our 5/5 artifact from removal spells. Very powerful card. I'm really glad that we opened another awesome rare for the deck. Fugitive Wizards, even though it's in our colors, not a good card because 1/1s for 1 aren't good. M15 Pathmage is a pretty good card to give our guys unblockable. And where are they? Where's our Juggernaut? All right, there we go. And it works really well with Juggernaut. So if you ever have this in play, you're forced to attack with the Juggernaut itself, but it's able to get around all their creatures by making it unblockable. So I think that's a card that's probably going to make our deck. And more black and green. Hot Soup. Hot Soup is fine for a deck. Oh, wow, an Aether Spot. So both of our rares are going to go into our deck, which is awesome. But Hot Soup is a great way to make our Juggernauts and other creatures unblockable, along with being an early artifact. And it's a great card that comes down before Ensoul Artifact. So we have another way to attack for 5 on turn 2. Granted, I wish we opened another Ensoul Artifact because that would be awesome, but Aether Spouts is a wonderful way to stop us from dying. Now, this is just one of those like blue Wrath effects, Wrath of God is what I'm referring to, which when our opponent attacks with a bunch of guys or all out tries to kill us, we just play this card and say, you can put them on the top of your deck, you can put them on the bottom of your deck, as long as they're not in play, I am happy. And sure, they're going to be able to draw whatever ones they want and put on the bottom all their like smaller, weaker creatures at the time. But as we're racing with creatures in the air and they're attacking us on the ground, this is a great way to just win the race. So, yeah, these were some awesome cards that we opened in our 2 booster packs. It's almost like Wizards knew that this was the blue-red intro pack and gave us two packs full of green and black cards, but the rares were at least in our deck. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please like and subscribe. Also, comment below. And if you want to watch any other unboxing with Brad, please look to your right and watch any of the videos right here. That one's probably the best one. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoy all the other unboxings, and please enjoy the rest of your day.